This is going to be a short video on a Waldon 5000 transmission. This one I just put back together. And I'm just making this video because I don't see a lot of information on these. But it's pretty simple. Inside here there's just 3 gears. And this gear is the one that the hydraulic drive motor hooks to. And then the gear in the middle actually sits on this idler shaft. And when you shift it, it moves the whole gear back and forth. And then there's a bottom gear here. And this transmission bolts directly to the Dana 60. In the front, there's a bracket welded on it. And there's a drive coupler there. If you do rebuild one of these, the mistake I made the first time I went to put this together is I bolted the 2 halves of the case and then put the bearings in it. But when you bolt the 2 halves of the case together, it sets the preload on the bearings. So you need to put the bearings in with that retainer. These 2 bearings. There's one back there. And then when you bolt the case together, it pushes up against that retainer. So you can't get that retainer in there if you put the 2 cases together before. So that's just something to watch out for. And it does, there's no actual seals here. Those are just sealed bearings. I've got one of the old ones here. There's a part number on it. And this one was a BCA. I replaced it with SKF. There's a part number for the SKF. But if it does start leaking out of these, you have to take the whole transmission out and split it in half. That's not something you can change with it in the machine. And another issue mine had, once I took it apart, I found this shaft had been worn down. You can see where it's worn. But Waldon was able to get another one. I emailed them and they were able to get one, so I bought a new one from them. They were still able to get all the seals or all the gaskets for it. And the bearings I got through a local bearing supplier. The 2 on this shaft has 2 on that shaft. And there's a part number for them, they're both the same. And then there's 2 up top here, 1 on either side. Here's a part number for those. Those are actually not sealed. Those are the only bearings in the transmission that do not have seals. They're an open bearing. Here's what it looks like there. Here's the, got some Dana 60 parts here. Here's the drive coupler it uses. If you do take it apart, it's just kind of, it's like a gear. It just sits in this hub. And that allows for a little bit of misalignment. And there is a Zerk fitting on here. So that's something you want to watch out for. Make sure to keep that greased. If you have any questions about these transmissions, just put it in the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.